You picked a good day to drop by, friendo. I gotta warn you, it's gonna get awesome in here today. Oh yeah. Walt Longmire takes first by 1 second. First class thousandaire. Hit that like button. You're generous with the likes, friendo. That's why they will never see us coming. I'm grabbing the centenarios from the El Banco. I know you want to see some gold. So what friendo wants, friendo gets. Yeah, let's take this with us too. I'm gonna leave the emerald, but you know, we can take a look at it. F2 Colombian GIA certified. Transparent. Step cut. I'll be seeing you, Silver. To the ponder table. I'm having so much fun. How about you? I'm in a strange parking lot with my fold-out table. I got my Bowie knife here. You never know when there's going to be an unboxing. And it's the best at opening things up. I use it on coconuts, too. Works great. So you already know there's going to be some gold today. We'll discuss how I buy it, how much of it I buy, when I buy it, and we'll discuss the price. How's that sound? And more. So it's week 4 of this month, so I got another 120 for my stash here. I set aside $120 a week so that I can buy a Mexican 50 pesos gold coin every 6 months. I was saving just 100, but now I added a 20 each week to cover the cost of the rising gold. Who knows how much the next one will be? Maybe I'll get some change back in January. What? Do I want the price of gold to go up or down? The answer is yes. If it goes up, I feel like a smart guy, and I'm happy that I have some. If it goes down, well, I told you I have to buy another one, and another one, and another one, at least till I fill a roll, which is 20 of them, but I can fit 22 in there, I think. So at a certain point, once you're entrenched with a substantial amount of stash that you've been cost averaging, or buying on a schedule regardless of price, there becomes positives, whether the price goes up or down. It's like, no matter what the world does to you, you win. Doesn't that sound awesome? To be this investor that's impervious to price action with diversification of assets, widely diversified to the point they are uncorrelated, and your asset value is spread out amongst them fairly evenly. Add to that multiple sources of income. Not the easiest thing to do, but not the most difficult either. You just got to focus on it instead of wasting your focus on intoxicants, video games, gossip, complaining, hanging out with dumbheads, excessive entertainment program watching. We all do these things. We just got to roll it back once in a while. You don't cut the grass just once. Little bad habits can grow right back into big bad habits. And you sure don't want them getting momentum. You're better than that. And don't worry, there'll be lots of joy. I like to reiterate all of these points so that I can hear them again. I've bought some gold and some silver, but I'm merely upper poor. I have to go to the laundromat to wash my clothes. I rented a room out in my apartment. I'm never there anyway because I have to work all of the time. I could work less, but I'm trying to thrive, not just survive. I keep all of my cigar or cigarette cash instead of smoking cigarettes and cigars. I keep all my alcohol fiat instead of buying booze, or even worse, going to the bar. I keep my restaurant currency instead of going to restaurants, buy some groceries with it, and I take the rest and I use that to invest. And that move doesn't just make for better wealth, it also makes for better health. Think not? Take a good hard look at the people that work in your favorite restaurants. And I'm not talking about the person that just got hired. I'm talking about the ones that's been there for a while. How's their appearance? How's their mood and temperament? Even if they pass all the tests, they may not even eat there themselves. I'm pretty sure it's mostly not profitable to sell healthy food in restaurants. Either way, it's a waste of filthy fiat. And I mostly don't do it. I want to live a life that within my pay grade is conducive to acquiring big gold coins. And not just that, but an old silver dollar each week. Plus I buy $50 worth of Bitcoin each weekend. And as of late, I've been spending disgusting amounts of money on graded comic books. Disgusting amounts of cash, if you're upper poor, that is. It's a great feeling to know I'm a 4 centenario guy. If you don't know what a centenario is, it's a Mexican 50 peso gold coin. It contains 1.2 troy ounces of gold. 10% of it is copper. So it weighs a little more than 1.2 troy ounces. Yeah, so I have 4 of them. And this tube of fractional gold. It's mostly late 1800s, early 1900s money from foreign countries. My goal is to get every country, except for the ones that did not have gold coins back then. I didn't pay a lot for this stuff, basically spot, and then gold was cheaper anyhow. So maybe I'm a bit of a hypocrite, not fretting the price drop. I am, after all, still up in dollar terms. I was gonna say I didn't buy at the top, but it always seemed like I was buying at the top. I guess if it's always going up, whenever you buy it, you're buying at a top. Until shortly after that, then it's not a top no mo. This is a plastic hobo nickel from Temu. It's a sentimental gift, so I airtighted it. I would like you to take the opportunity during this beautiful slow motion B-roll to make sure that you did in fact hit that like. Your support with likes, commenting, and sharing help grow the thousandaire community. And we all know the world needs more thousandaires. Look at that beautiful gold, silver, and copper there. I think it's amazing looking. Such a spectacle. So why do I bother? Why would someone who makes very little petrodollars at their job devote themselves to buying a roll of centenarios? That's 24 ounces of gold, and an ounce of gold is thousands of dollars. In fact, I'll look up the price real quick. It's $2,400 an ounce. Today's July 30th, 2024. I always wanted a centenario, and when I finally got one, man, I just enjoyed it so much. And I thought, wouldn't it look cool if there was like a lot of these? Like a tube full of them. And then I said, I'll buy one every 6 months. And it is low premium gold. So far, it's about the same premium as Krugerrands. You may think the premium is higher when you see the price, but you have to remember it's 1.2 troy ounces of gold here. They're beautiful, and I shall continue to stack them. I'm starting to feel like I really lucked out with a bunch of these toned Morgan dollars. Are they worth more toned or less? I don't know, but they seem amazing. This is probably the best example that I own. I'm curious, what even has to happen for it to tone like this? And it's only on the obverse, not the reverse. I'm not quite sure what the deal is with Morgan dollars. I just have to have so many of them. Whatever it is, I'm not alone. So an old silver dollar every week and a big gold centenario every 6 months. So in 8 years, I should have a roll of those centenarios, 20 of them, and almost a monster box of these Morgans and peace dollars. It's gonna look so awesome. I wanna put them all on a big, thick wooden table. The kind of wooden table you could just stab your knife into while you're eating a steak. Let candles burn down on it, wax dripping all over the table, and treasure everywhere with candlelight shining upon it. Maybe then I'll let myself have a drink. That picture would definitely make for good video. By then, my voice will sound older too. Perhaps I'll be a big guru by then. Who knows? But if you want to come along for the ride and you're enjoying this content, why not subscribe? Things are going to get pretty awesome. Man, you know, as long as nothing bad happens. There's so much I want to do, and so little time. Oh, I've made $6.23 so far, minus, I guess, taxes. But hey, a few days ago, it was just a penny. It's a start, right? When I get to the point where I can take 1 foot out of my day job life, I'm going to double, quadruple down on content making. And I definitely want to make sure whatever income I receive doing this does not make me biased in my opinion on things that I broadcast. Say, for instance, like Muppet Puppet Stacker channels that plug bullion dealers. Yeah, I don't want to be one of those. I'm grateful to have you, friendo, and I don't want to insult your intelligence. And even if your intelligence may be worthy of insult, nevertheless, I don't want to take advantage of you. I've been working on my karma for many years to make up for my childhood and my young adult life. I wasn't real bad, but mistakes were made. I also really don't want to squander anything great for pittance. And that pittance number can be pretty high, but not as high as I'm aiming. If your goals don't seem unobtainable, you're not aiming high enough. And if they seem too unobtainable, you're not planning enough. Can we ever win? Yes, we can. Regular, small victories with a sense of progress and fulfillment towards that ultimate goal. Salud, friendo. Cheers to you. Sorry, that was a bit much. Where was I? Oh yes, but it's not that ultimate goal that really matters. I mean, if you do make it to it, you're just gonna have to make another bigger goal. What really matters is how we conduct ourselves on the journey. Or maybe not, but it sounds good, right? You gotta give me a bit of leeway here. I mean, I'm pondering a lot to myself. All right, how about some Cyborg Ponder as I put this stuff away? Cyborg Ponder is when I ponder with my tablet and ChatGPT next to me. I think you're going to be happy you stuck around for this. One of the reasons I really never had a problem having a high percentage of my wealth in gold was my hunch that for most of American history, when people saved dollars, I mean, that's what they were saving. They were saving gold. So I figured, what's the big deal? But I never really knew for sure if gold was America's money for most of its history. I asked the ChatGPT, how many years has the United States used or backed its currency with gold? And here's what it said. The United States used a gold-backed currency for approximately 182 years. So right now we're about 248 years old. So that means Americans have used gold as money for 73% of their history. And don't forget, when Nixon took us off the gold standard, he did say temporarily. So whether he meant it or not, I don't think gold is some relic of some barbaric time and our society is somehow transcended beyond fair accounting. And the prophet who would lead us into this new enlightened world was Richard Nixon. Give me a break. Come on. I'm enjoying this chat GPT. In fact, I may be getting enlightened a little too fast because I'm starting to feel ashamed I didn't put these things together sooner. I'm starting to feel like I'm not buying enough gold. I see all these macroeconomic and finance shows on YouTube and they say, well, you shouldn't have more than 5% gold. Imagine someone saying that to a king or a ruler. Yeah, you got too much gold, pal. Didn't you hear? No one uses that stuff anymore. Yeah, Richard Nixon said that's a thing of the past. We got promissory notes now. How many you want? We'll make as many as you want. They're unlimited, basically. All right, I'm gonna speed this up. I gotta get out of here. I need to go take my walk. I just checked my phone. I've got like 13 days of 12K steps behind me. 12K a day. Today will be day 14. Stacking steps. All it costs is time. Hey, well, I appreciate you staying this long in the video for sure. Get some conversation started in the comments below. I'm curious to hear what you think about any of this stuff I said. Maybe I'm wrong about something. Maybe I didn't connect the dots correctly. Or maybe I'm right. I like hearing that too, of course. After all, I am only human. I hope you hit that like button. And if you're new here, stick around and subscribe for more. And you will get more. But as for now, that is it. That is it! Thousandaire Radio, wicked job. All right, now that's it. I'll see you later.